Picture this. If you are a content writer and you want to write a blog on an idea, what are the challenges that you are going to face? Like the title selection. After selecting the title, you need to make an outline for your content. Now, the major task is to fill your outline with proper sentences and smooth transitions between the sections. Also, you need to maintain a consistent tone throughout the content. After all this, you have to make sure that it is engaging to your target audience. Now, how your target audience will perceive this blog, that you still don't know. So, this whole process is very time consuming and requires a lot of effort. So, for all these challenges, we are presenting Mindloom, which solves all these challenges by streamlining the whole process into a couple of stages. Let me show you.
So here is the Mindloom dashboard, and let me just create one new project. So here is the idea stage where user will provide the topic name and target audience. So that idea that user has in their mind, they will just provide it, and Mindloom will simply generate the title for the blog that they are writing. So here is the title that are generated, and if you like any title, suppose I like this, so I can select this, and if you want to regenerate, even you can regenerate that, and you can just start outlining based on the title. So the outline stage basically generates the structure of your blog based on the topic, target audience, and the title that user has provided in the idea stage. So this is the outline that is generated, and it is divided into couple of the sections, and it is giving some bit of information about that section. Based on these information, the draft will be generated. If you want to change anything in this outline, you can write anything through this editor, or you can just provide any instruction to the Mindloom, and based on your instruction the outline will be updated. So suppose I want to add a case study, so I will just regenerate it. So based on this instruction, Mindloom will regenerate the outline, and it will add one case study section over here. So as you can see, we have one section case study over here, and you can just navigate to the different versions based on the version feature. And let's just start drafting using this outline. So draft stage will generate a draft and fill your outline using the information that you have provided in the outline section. It will try to keep the tone in professional by default, and it will try to make it a smooth transitional throughout the stages. So as you can see, this is the draft that is generated. So you can see that the content is generated is very good. That let's start with Mac. It's pretty much non-negotiable if you are doing iOS development. So it is like a user is writing, a human is writing any content. It is not like an AI generated content. So it will give you a personal touch to the content. If you want to change a tone, so you can just change the tone whatever you want. By default it is professional, but suppose I want that it should be humorous, and suppose same as the outline, you want to add any instruction, that you can. Suppose I want tone humorous, so it will regenerate the content, and it will suggest some ideas to change the tone to humorous. So one suggestion panel will come over here, and the suggestions will show that what is currently in the draft and what should be changed if you want the tone humorous. So it is like in the introduction section, it is saying that it is formal and straightforward, and to make it humorous, it is suggesting some text that will make it humor. So let me just apply it. So by applying it, it will not just apply the text into the editor, it will show you the preview of that changed text. So it will show you that what is changed into the content. So the added text will be shown in the green, and if anything is removed, then it will be shown in the red text. So currently it is just adding the text to make it humorous. So it is just providing the green text, and I am just applying it. So after applying it, I need to complete the suggestions. So it is completing that, and new version of that draft that is generated, and that is sort of humorous in the tone. So suppose I am done with the drafting, so I will start enhancing my content. So as you can see, this content is pretty very simple. So I am given with some editor options over here, like heading, bold, italics, bullet, underline, strike through, quotes, etc. So based on these things, you can just edit your content and make it more beautiful, more better looked for the reader. And you have some buttons over here, that is content optimization and style consistency check. So these buttons will look for the SEO optimization, and the style of the content that you are having. So it will try to make more style content, and it will check the consistency of the style. Also it will check the transition that is from section to section is smooth. So suppose on clicking on style consistency check, it is giving me a suggestion that plain text with no emphasis on key tools and technologies. So it is saying that tools like Xcode, Homebrew, Docker are not in the inline code formatting text. So I can apply it from here. I'm declining it and going to the persona feedback stage. So the main stage, main feature of the mind loop is persona feedback. So basically based on your content, if you want to see that how different audience will perceive your content, so by default we are giving three personas, that is expert, novice and general audience. So it will show you that how expert of the target audience will perceive your blog, how they will think about your blog, what are their suggestion about your blog. So yeah, so our blog was Mac versus Windows. So system architecture director is sort of a expert persona for this content. One junior system administrator, that is novice persona, and digital marketing manager, that is a general audience. Suppose that they use any system for that, so that is a general audience. So it will show you the feedback about that persona, that how they perceive this blog. Now there is a feature of add persona. So if you want to have a feedback from any custom persona, then you can also get that. So Elon Musk, suppose I want feedback from Elon Musk, so I will just write Elon Musk, and it will generate the feedback of the Elon Musk in their tone, in their language style, in their speaking style. So let's just see that what is it is writing. So it is in Elon Musk's tone, how Elon Musk used to speak any suggestion to you, that in their language it is showing the feedback. So yeah, we have the feedbacks, and you can see that SpaceX is mentioned, and all the things around Elon Musk is mentioned over here. Also one thing is, from these feedbacks you can just apply any feedback, and the suggestion from that particular persona will be applied, and you will be redirected to the draft stage, and the suggestion panel will again open for you, and that will give suggestions for that content to apply the feedback from that persona. So yeah, after that you just need to complete the project. So on that page you will see the whole finalized content that you have written throughout these 5 stages. So this is the content that is finalized, and at the end you can just export from in any format like PDF, docx and markdown, and you can directly share the content on LinkedIn or Medium. Last but not the least, we have the analytics dashboard page. So over here you will see sort of analysis, that is readability score, and other is tone analysis, that in what tone I prefer to write any content, persona match, and other is genre breakdown, so in what category I love to write my projects, and there is project completion rate, that how many projects I have completed. Other are for the motivation purpose, we have the monthly writing goal and consistency streak, and here is the project stages breakdown, so you will see in what stage the projects are. So this was all about the Mindloom. So thank you for watching this demo.